What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's Brett Maverick here and my lovely girlfriend Chloe.
Hi.
Hope you're all having an awesome day so far. But today I thought we'd do something a little bit different. So I always get questions and comments and DMs asking how to get a girl back, what to do when a girl loses interest. People want to be able to get back the one that got away. And I can speak truly on that because actually it wasn't always like this. Chloe kind of was the one that got away. So today we're going to kind of talk about how we met, and I'm going to ask her how I was able to get her back, or rather she got me back. And then I'm going to talk man to man to you guys and tell you kind of my strategies and what I did to actually get her back. Sound good?
Sounds good. Let's do it.
So Chloe and I actually dated years ago, before we were actually together how we are now. We actually just had our 1 year anniversary, but we actually dated like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And it ended in a train wreck. And somehow we were able to reconnect and make it work. So let's tell them how we met. We met back when I was a junior, you were a sophomore, right?
Yeah.
What
and
were
we
doing?
were working together actually. So we met, we're both hosts, and I remember everyone was telling me about the hot new guy, and then I didn't believe him, but then he walked in and I was like, but we were just work friends and we would have shifts together and we had a lot of fun working together.
Yeah, so she was actually seeing someone at the time. We worked at this steakhouse together. So the option of dating kind of wasn't really even there. So we just kind of became work friends and got to know each other there and had a lot of fun. And then eventually her and her boyfriend broke up, and my other coworkers were telling me, hey, you should ask Chloe out. And I always thought she was cute and really cool. So I asked her out and we dated. We went on some dates. We weren't like official, but you know, we went on dates and stuff. And it was all good, right? And we were getting to know each other. It was all good. And then we actually, our relationship came crashing to an end in a train wreck because of basically like a misunderstanding.
Yeah, just some drama.
So yeah, like no one was really in the wrong. I like told somebody some information that she didn't want people to know, and nothing, you know, embarrassing or anything like that, but it came back to make her upset, and she thought I did it out of like bad intentions, but really I did it because I don't know.
He didn't know that I didn't want people to know.
Yeah.
So he was just answering a simple question, but to me it felt like he was going behind my back.
Yeah, it felt like
misunderstanding.
Yeah, she felt like I was betraying her in some way. So basically she ghosted me. Me, can you believe it? Brett Maverick, the YouTuber, hundreds of thousands of subscribers. So she ghosted me out of the blue. I had no idea why, and that shit hurts, man.
Yeah.
I know some of you guys have probably been ghosted too, or had a relationship just come to a halt and you have no idea what happened, and it sucks.
Yeah,
and
that was my bad.
That was, yeah.
That was mean. No one deserves to be ghosted. That's just, yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah, but so we kind of were on really bad terms for a couple of years there. Why did you ghost me? Why do girls ghost?
To be honest, I was really immature. I think that I was just an immature sophomore in college, so I was like angry at you and then decided, you know what, I'm not gonna talk to you. And then I had like my pride being like, okay, maybe that was overreacting, but I'm not gonna ever admit to that. Well, now I can admit to that, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're kind of like in a vulnerable state because a lot was going on, so then the thought of me betraying you kind of just like
pushed it over.
It made you just be like, fuck it, like I just need to repel all of this, right?
Exactly.
And, yeah. She hits me up out of the blue a couple of years later, about a year into living in LA. Why did you do that?
I actually don't really know. Like, I mean, I felt bad about the way things ended for a long time, but I don't know what came across me to call you that night. Okay, one night I was with my friends and I was walking home from a party and I was a little lost, and for some reason I was like, I hadn't talked to him in years. So I call him, FaceTime him. I'm like, hey, I'm lost. He's like, why are you calling me? But I don't know what came across me.
Later on, she actually ends up moving out to LA like a month or two later.
Well, no, I moved to San Diego.
Yeah, sorry. So she came over and we started seeing each other like every weekend after that and started dating. Yeah, and now we're a year into this thing.
Yeah.
Like, what are some of the reasons that you gave me a chance after I blew it years ago?
Well, I feel like it's a little bit different because you didn't blow it. Like, it's a little bit different because I felt bad already about, like, I knew the way that it ended wasn't right. So, like, this whole time I was kind of had you in the back of my head, like, feel a little bad about how that went down.
So you realize you were wrong.
So he's the one that got away. I think it was just like bad timing, obviously, but I think the fact that you didn't like reach out a bunch, or like I could tell you still cared, but you weren't like, why did this happen, blah 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 blah, you know.
Yeah.
It made me be
yeah.
It made me
Is this thing on?
like, I had a lot of respect for you because even though you had hard feelings towards me, you didn't get emotion, like take it out on me, you know. Like I feel like a lot of people could have a girl ghost them and be like,
yeah,
hey,
you,
yeah,
get
like,
out of my life.
you weren't even pretty anyway. That is something that would happen, not with you, but that's something that would happen. So it's like the fact that you just like realized the timing was wrong, and you could, even though you didn't like how things ended, you could see, oh, she needs some space right now. And then you give me space for what, 3 years? And I was still attracted to you. Mm-hmm. That luscious hair, that jawline.
It's all about my looks.
No, another thing, actually, I just realized, he would not text me like all day. I'd be like, oh no, is he gonna, like the suspense, I was like, is he gonna text me? I think you were trying to like, but then you would text me, I'd be like, oh. Or he'd be like, oh, do you want to FaceTime? And I was like, oh yeah, I want to FaceTime. You know, stuff like that.
Okay.
Playing it cool, but not too cool to where, like, I could tell you still cared, but you were not overbearing.
So basically you're saying that I was not overbearing.
Yeah.
I was a little bit elusive. You didn't know how I felt.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't contact all day.
Yeah.
Every day.
But when we did have contact, you were still very sweet, and I could tell that you were genuine in the conversation. Mm-hmm. If that makes sense.
Okay. And then the fact that I didn't panic or like explode on you years ago.
Yeah.
And like burn the bridge. The fact that I kind of just like backed away.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's her answer as to why. And now you gotta get out of here. Get the hell out of here.
For real?
Yeah, it's just me and the boys.
Okay, bye boys.
All right, now here's what really happened. All right, guys, so the secret is obviously brushing your teeth. Kidding, it's not. But it is true that having a good first impression is super important. That kind of like opens the door for you being able to talk to girls. Like, that's what they see first. They make an impression of you and an idea of you within the first 30 seconds of meeting you. So it's important to be on your game. And for me, it's really important to brush your teeth. I'm one of those guys that can't go to sleep unless my teeth is brushed and clean and feels smooth. So shout out to Brio for sponsoring today's video. They got you covered on the tooth. It'd be nice if I could talk, huh? They got you covered on the toothbrushing front of looking good. Let me introduce you to the Brio Smart Clean Sonic toothbrush. This thing is awesome. I tell you what, it's got 5 different brushing speeds. You just press the button and it cycles through them. And it comes with 3 different brushing heads. I use the hardest one because I hate those super soft bristles. I feel like it's like rubbing a feather or like some cotton on my teeth. It's like doing nothing. And what else is awesome about this, probably my favorite thing, is that the battery lasts 6 months of brushing on just 1 charge. That's assuming you're brushing twice a day, which you better be. If you're not, you're nasty. Brio offers amazing customer service and money back guarantee within 90 days if you end up not liking it for whatever reason. Plus 2-year warranty. That's 2 years, one more than 1 year. And 2 more than 0. And I got a deal, so you know what that means. You guys get a deal too if you click the link in the description. Not only will you get the Brio Smart Clean Sonic toothbrush, but you'll also get the toothpaste, Ollie Floss, and Ollie whitening strips for free. Not only that, but if you click the link and use the code down below, you'll also get 10% off of your purchase while supplies last. That's an awesome deal. Way more stuff than what you're paying for. So I would definitely take advantage of it, guys. Click the link down below, get your teeth looking right. All right, so other than having some beautiful white teeth, I'm gonna tell you what really got me back, the one that got away and got me my girlfriend. So what it really comes down to is that I was playing a non-sunk cost game. And that's a business term. And what that means is that all of the possible losses that you could occur have already been occurred. So every possibility that is possible, which in this case was losing her, has already happened. So I had already experienced that loss. So basically, you know, meeting up with her again and reigniting that, I was playing with house money. Kind of like if you go to the casinos in Las Vegas and the casinos give you a bunch of money to play with, you're gonna be playing freely and you're gonna be having a lot more fun and moving freely and not caring about what's happening as much because the losses aren't even really there, if that makes sense. Let's have one more example of this. Let's say you have a near-death experience. You're in a car wreck and you almost die. You're in the hospital for days and days. Everybody thinks you're gonna die. You think you're gonna die, but you end up not dying. You survive, right? So everything that happens after that is kind of just surplus life. And you weren't really supposed to have that in the first place, right? So you're gonna be enjoying and moving freely and, you know, letting things happen with a lot less stress and not stressing over the little things, the little trials and tribulations, stresses, interference and stuff like that, like you would have before, right? So that's how it was when I actually reconnected with Chloe. So I actually had zero expectation because I didn't expect it to turn into anything. So in that case, I was physically and mentally in the state in which I was okay with nothing coming from dating her, right? And I was able to be myself and be free and act exactly how I wanted and not care. And I actually ended up being more myself with her than I have ever been with any other girl. Sorry guys, I'm losing my voice. Also at the time, I was dating around, so I had other options, I had abundance. So even if it didn't work out, I still had other girls I was dating. I didn't actually cut it off with these other girls until I was completely sure that she was serious about me and actually wanted to be with me seriously, which was probably like a month or so into us actually reconnecting. So the fact that I had other options, had abundance, if she watches this video, she's gonna hate it. But guys and girls alike should date around and have other options and not put all of their eggs in one basket, one girl, one option, because when that fails, you're right? Your whole emotional well-being is put in this one person's hands. So if they drop it, what are you gonna do, right? It's gonna be a lot more difficult to gather up those emotions again. This was kind of just off the cuff. I really just talked like one take for all these clips. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Maybe go out there, hit up your crush, the one that got away, whatever it is. See what happens, man. You never know. Thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't already, subscribe. And until next time, peace.